Love Nation. This is Nina. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Thank you to everybody that has been coming to my channel. Like this video, share this video, and hit that notification bell so you guys know when I drop my next one. You guys, we have not done a Blake Lively versus Justin B update in a few weeks. However, with this recent filing from Justin's team, I definitely wanted to come on here and make an update because I've been watching a lot of people talk about this. It went viral. However, I have a different take on this affidavit from Brian J. Freeman, whom is the main lawyer representing Justin B. in the Wayfair Studios. Now, we're going to just get straight into this. This is pretty short. However, I have my own opinions about this because I do think that this was purported, in my opinion, as a viewer and watching this mess unfold, that Brian was definitely trying to embarrass Taylor Swift a lot more than Blake Lively. And I'm going to actually show you guys why in just a minute. Now, just to show you guys a brief of this affidavit from Brian J. Freeman, it's basically saying that I, Brian, hereby declares the following. I am a partner of Leonard Friedman, Tattleman plus Cooley, LLP, attorneys for consolidated plaintiffs, etc., Justin B., Jamie Heath, and it ends with us movie, IEWU, Melissa Nathan, Jennifer Abel, and Steve Surowitz collectively. The Wayfair parties in above caption matter. I submit this opposition in the motion to strike filed on May 14th of 2025 by Blake Lively, docket 217, regarding my May 14th, 2025 letter, docket 218, elaborating on the basis for the Wayfair party subpoena to the Venable LLC. Now, if you guys have not seen the previous video I put out a few weeks ago concerning that subpoena to the LLP, please refer to that previous video. Let's continue. February 14th, I received a voicemail from a person very closely linked to Taylor Swift, whom I subsequently called back the same day. Out of respect for the individual in question, I am not identifying them at the time. However, should the court direct me to do so, I will comply with this court's order. Now, before we go any further, let me scroll back up. This person is saying that they're close to Taylor Swift. So, couple ways you guys can take that. It could either A, and it's just my opinion, I'm not a lawyer, it actually could have been Taylor Swift herself. B, it could have been somebody in her family. It could have been Travis Kelce, her current boyfriend. It could have been somebody on her team. It could have been her lawyer. It could have been a friend. It could have been a family member. This person could have been anybody. Now, or it could have been fake, and it could have just been somebody making a prank phone call. Okay, looking at all that information, I am going to immediately strike it being a prank phone call. First of all, Taylor Swift definitely would have came out with a statement and said that, hey, ain't nobody on my team contacted him. This is BS. I ain't got nothing to do with this. That was fake information. Several days has gone by, and like I said, I have not been able to make this update yet. I meant to do this video a few days ago, but I've been extremely busy. So let's just rule out prank phone call because Taylor Swift, even though she has not really commented on this case, definitely would have came out and said that this was BS if it was not actually from her team. So again, if you take that off the table, it could have been her personal family member. It could have been Travis. Who knows? But apparently, looking at facts, this was confirmed to be someone from her camp. It even could have been a lawyer. So, let's just say that this is legit. Let's go forward now and continue reading this. During the February 14th phone call, which lasted approximately 1 hour, the speaker told me that they had informed that J. Douglas Baldrige, counsel for Taylor Swift and a partner at The Nable LLP, had received a phone call from Michael Gottlieb, counsel for Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, during which Mr. G, excuse me, I cannot pronounce his name correctly, requested Miss Blake Lively's behalf that Taylor Swift make a social media statement in support of Blake Lively, given her absence from the Super Bowl that year, and stated that if Miss Swift failed to do so, Blake Lively would release 10 years of private text messages with Taylor Swift. The individual also told me that they had been informed that Mr. Baldrige had accused Mr. Gottlieb of extortion and ended the call. Now, let's just look at that matter for a moment. Just saying that this is somebody that was definitively in Taylor Swift's camp. So, what is going on with this friendship with all this bad blood? And I'm not even trying to be funny. So, because Taylor Swift did not want to support Blake Lively publicly and hang out with her at the Super Bowl, she wanted to threaten her with releasing all of their text messages from their entire friendship. I mean, wow. I'm just saying, if this was true, and I keep saying if this is true because we don't know who actually made the call, but I'm going to assume that this is true because Taylor Swift would have definitely put out a statement by now. To tell Taylor Swift that if she don't send out a statement or something for you, that that you won't be her friend and just release all of your private messages is really, really a poor move on Blake Lively's part. If this is true information, this is pretty crazy. Continuing, it says, during the same February 14th phone call, the individual told me that they had been informed that 4 or 5 months earlier, Blake Lively had requested that Taylor Swift delete her text messages with Blake Lively. I was connected to this individual through a mutual friend who informed me that the individual wanted to talk. We have had several conversations since February 14th. So let me pause there. So obviously after this 1 hour call, this particular person called back whom they're saying is a mutual or friend. And again, this could just be extended language. We don't know exactly who this friend could be. And like I said, just narrowing down people whom it could be is either a relative, friend, or it even could just be a lawyer, And I'm sure that he is recording these conversations. I'm sure he has their number on his caller ID. I'm sure he's thoroughly vetted this information. I'm definitely going to say that this actually happened. And again, I think that this information actually embarrasses Taylor Swift a lot because she goes out to protect her friends, protect her assets, and protect her reputation. And for this type of information to come out is basically just, I hate to say it, it just seemed like the friendship was not a friendship. And I think that this is going to put a lot of pressure on Blake Lively's team. And I just think that this is just not good. I don't think that Brian Freeman would have put this information out if it was just hearsay gossip and he could not vet who it was. And this is actually a very, very major update in my opinion. And to conclude this, it says, I was connected to this individual through a mutual friend Going to the next paragraph, on a later call with the same individual, the individual told me that Mr. Baldrige had sent a written communication to Mr. Gottlieb relating to their phone conversation. My office issued a subpoena to Venable LLP, for the purpose of seeking the aforementioned written communication. I declare under penalty of perjury pursuant to 28 U.S.C. 1746 that the foregoing is true and correct, dated May 15th, 2025, Brian J. Freeman. Again, he is the head lawyer representing Wayfair. I do not think he would be lying to make this up. And just to conclude, yes, the judge struck this from record. I wanted to put this out there in case it was stricken from complete record because of the salaciousness of him putting this into files. He definitely purposely put that out there to embarrass not only Taylor Swift, but to embarrass Blake Lively in a huge way. That people from Taylor's camp are now contacting him about Blake Lively asking her to delete their text messages from 10 years. I mean, wow. I mean, this is a huge update. So I just want to share this with you guys. If anything else transpire with this case, I will definitely be coming out to make another update video. Show your opinion respectfully. Like, share, subscribe. Till next time, be safe and enjoy your day. Bye, guys.